guys, welcome back to another weekly reading vlog. Although it's the middle of the week, it's Wednesday. I think I'm gonna start this now and make it a spring break reading vlog. Although I don't know how much reading I'll be doing over spring break because I have to do so much homework. Really excited for that. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere. I really want to take like a day trip somewhere like later in the week. So hopefully I can get like all my work done and then just relax. But yeah, I just have a lot of online classwork to do that I haven't done. Sorry, I'm petting my cat. Yeah, I just thought I'd start this now because I just filmed a video. But I actually really need to rearrange my bookshelf and make some room. So we're gonna do that right now. I am really intimidated because I have so many books. And like I literally even had to like stack some on top of other ones because I had no room. Just got new books for my birthday. But the first thing I need to do, I know what I need to do on my top shelf, my Sarah J Maas like fantasy shelf, is I need to make room for this bad boy that I just got. So I'm gonna do that first and then we'll deal with the other things. I apologize for the random filming angles because once again I'm still filming on my phone and I don't have a tripod, so I'm just setting it up on things. Big old box out of the way. Oh, I can emboss my new books. Yay, that's so cute. Anyways, we're gonna take some knickknacks off first because I like to keep knickknacks on my shelf, especially that pertain to like the books on it. Like I have elf ears on my Sarah J Maas shelf. I think we're gonna have to move some things around because I have my Laini Taylor books on this shelf, along with my framed photo of me and Laini Taylor when I met her at the Chicago airport. Best day of my life. I literally love these, or at least Strange the Dreamer. I haven't read Muse and Nightmares yet. I know I'm a failure, but love her. But I think I'm gonna move her books to another shelf because they're my favorites and I want to display them. But at this point, I have so many Sarah J Maas books that it's gonna take up the entire space. Like when I get the rest of Crescent City and when she comes out with more ACOTAR books, my Fourth Wing books are gonna have to move too. So for now, Crescent City is just going up here. Well, it looks really good. And then I'll just put Phantom of the Opera next to it so it can fill that little hole. Because I really don't know what other books are gonna fit up there. Okay, I think that looks a lot better, and yeah, definitely when I get the next two, these are gonna have to go, sadly. But this entire shelf is just gonna be for her because she writes big old books, and a lot of them. Now the rest of my shelves are gonna be a struggle because like I said, I've stacked these ones here and I just don't have room. But I also have a lot of knickknacks on like this one, but I don't really have another place to put this rose thing. So I think I'm just gonna have to leave this the way it is, sadly. And I also had to sacrifice my bottom shelf to a snack drawer because I have brothers that eat all my food. So I have to hide it. So I can't do anything about that, unfortunately. However, I do have these over here with Crooked Kingdom and Queen of Nothing facing outward. And I have things behind them, like old cards and then like word stuff. But I can just find another place for that. So I think I'm gonna put that like with the spine out, same with that, and I'll be able to fit some more on here. So I just have to decide what I'm gonna put here. So deciding on what books I'm going to put on that small shelf over there is gonna be really difficult because I wanted to make those just like my Holly Black shelf or my Leigh Bardugo shelf. So I'm gonna have to sacrifice that, sadly, but it's honestly okay. I don't care that much. Especially because the only other book I plan to get by those authors is the second Stolen Heir book. I think it's called The Prisoner's Throne and it like just came out, but I haven't even read The Stolen Heir, so I don't know when I'll get that. But I think like King of Scars, that duology, I think I'll honestly just get from the library because unless I absolutely love it, I don't feel a pull to like own it, you know. But I think I'm gonna put my Strange the Dreamer series on my Leigh Bardugo shelf because then I can display my little picture frame and I love all those books, so I feel like it's right to put all those together. I also think I'm gonna put more of my like young adult books on my Holly Black shelf. I don't know how much room I'll have, so I'll have to see what fits the best. but I have 4 options. So Lore, Daughter of the Pirate King, of Jade and Dragons, and Caraval. Those are all like either standalones or first book in a series that I have that I think would be fine over there and I think would look good. So we'll just have to see how it works, but this will make some room for me to hopefully put those 2 books back up right side up, and then also put these 2 on there as well. But I really think I'm gonna have to start getting through this TBR because I don't know how much more I can fit. But my biggest problem is my hardcovers, because I have so many hardcovers and I haven't even read the majority of them. Like, I think nearly all of them I haven't read, which is terrible, but I think I just gravitate more towards paperbacks. I don't know why. They're lighter, they're more portable, sure, but I don't know. Like, I just don't read my hardcovers. Even if I'm super excited for them, I don't really read them. So that's a goal of mine this year too. Yeah, maybe this year sometime I can read some more of my hardcovers and maybe get rid of some. I hate saying that, but I think inevitably I'll have to make more room for my preferred paperbacks. So let me do a little time lapse of me putting all these on. Okay, so I've got this shelf all straightened out. I like to do it like historical kind of fiction into like more classics, some horror, young adult, and then into all like my fantasy, sci-fi, whatever, and then into like young adult, maybe like romance things. So I was able to fit all these. However, I had to sacrifice and put Self-Made Man up here, but that doesn't bother me too much. And then I still have these 2 put down here because I would put this one with the rest of my manga, but there's no room. So like all the little knickknacks I have on here, it's just messy. It's just a placeholder. But now we're gonna go do the other shelves. How funny is it that Strange the Dreamer is blurbed by Leigh Bardugo, and I'm gonna put it on my Leigh Bardugo shelf? I don't know, that just feels like a coincidence to me. Such a calling to be on that shelf. But this is making me really want to move out so I can have like multiple bookshelves and not have to worry about like squeezing in books and like sacrificing like aesthetic for like functionality, which I get. Functionality is definitely the way to go, you know, whatever's gonna work best over than looks, but it's just frustrating because I want to display all my pretty books. That won't be coming for a long while unless something changes. But anyways, I'm satisfied with this. I'm very grateful for this, to have enough space to just have one big bookshelf. But I feel like I should have gotten another big bookshelf instead of a smaller bookshelf, but it's fine. So now I'm gonna put all these on here somehow. Also, if you're wondering, I 100% would get a TBR cart to put like all my TBR on. I just have way too many TBR books to justify that, because I would have to get multiple TBR carts to be able to like show all my TBR on there. And I also just don't have room for it in general, so. We just had a miracle. All 4 of these fit on this shelf. It's a tight squeeze, but they're all on there. And I am so happy. I think the hardcovers in the middle looks a little bit awkward, but I don't want to separate these series. Like, I don't want to put these before this series. Don't judge me. But I got all of them on here, and that's what matters. And then this, I think, looks really good. I like how the colors look, and I've got my picture displayed. So yeah, I'm really happy with it. I also still haven't read Crooked Kingdom, but again, don't judge me. I will get there, don't worry. Okay, that's all done. I feel a lot better that all my books have a place now. Until I finish my current read and I have to find a spot for it. But I think right now I'm going to go through my bookmark tin, because I have so many and it's just getting kind of full and I just want to tone it down a little bit. Plus I also have all my like annotation tabs that I haven't used yet, and I want to find a spot for them. I'll probably just stick them like in between there, that little gap on my hardcover shelf, just because I have nowhere else to put them. However, I do have all of my like sentimental cards I save that I don't know where they're gonna go, because they were behind one of the books I had facing outwards. So I'll have to find a spot. box tin has been sufficiently cleaned out. I found a lot of like old ones I had made, which was really nostalgic to see. Like there was one, yeah, I drew this in 2020, and like I remember like sitting in an online like Zoom class and like making these. It's just kind of crazy like that I remember that. And then most of them are like these quote ones I have, but then I have some that like I bought, others that I've made. So yeah, it's just really cool to see like the collection I have going on. It's so fun. I found these like little labels I made like with an ACOTAR quote, and I think I'm gonna put those in my ACOTAR books. I think that would be really fun because obviously I'll keep them forever. But I think I'm gonna put these up there. Got my copy of Court of Mist and Fury, and I'm gonna put this little label in here. Yes, that looks so cute. Hey guys, I'm back with another update. So today's currently Monday. It's officially spring break. I had a super busy weekend. I worked all day Saturday, and then I was out all night Saturday with my boyfriend and then some friends, and it was so much fun. And then we watched Dune, which I'm very much in a Dune mood right now because part 2 came out and I'm going to see it on Wednesday. So that's like all I'm thinking about. I'm so excited. I actually have a lot to do this week over spring break, which is kind of unfortunate because I won't get to like relax that much, but it's okay because I'll still be like at home. Start with a little reading update. Ariadne, I'm still reading this, but I've made a lot of progress. So I'm currently on chapter 27, which is page 227. So I don't have that much left. I'm very glad I went with the audiobook for this one because I'm just getting through it a lot quicker, and it's easier for me to listen to everything and like keep track of what's going on through the audiobook, if that makes sense. I'm really enjoying the story, and I really like the relationships between the sisters. Just a lot of the elements and like themes that are going on. Getting really close to finishing this. Iron Widow, I can't remember the last time I picked this up, but I'm currently on page 145, which is it's about halfway through. But yeah, I'm still really enjoying this, but I'm also like, I don't know how to feel because the first half of this, it felt like so much has happened and we went like nowhere, and it feels like we're just getting started with the actual plot of the story. So as for like the pacing, it's not that it's bad, it's just kind of all over the place in my opinion, but I really love the main character. She's very like vengeful, and like female rage kind of is like a big theme in this. The chrysalis, like how they use these like robot machines, is really interesting, and I like kind of not really the magic system, but just like how it all works. I think it's very different, and I haven't really seen anything like that before. Also, I think in another clip I said I picked this up from the library, Murder in the Family by Kara Hunter. I started reading it and I got up to page like 25, and it is interesting. I just don't think it's what I want to read right now, and it's also a library book, so I think I'm just gonna return it to the library and just keep it on my radar, because like the format is very interesting, but yeah, and I think it would be fast-paced, but it seems like it's a lot to keep track of because it's just like a script and like news articles. So I like the idea of like me solving this murder as I'm reading, because I assume that's the whole point, but it just seems like too much for what I want right now, and I just don't think I'm in the mood for it anymore. But I do really like the concept. I had put 2 other books on my TBR for March, which were Anne of Green Gables and The Invocations, and I do think I still want to try and get to this. This I'm not as interested in, so I'll still keep it on just in case, but I'm more interested in reading Dune right now, which I'm not going to start until I finish Iron Widow, because I don't want to have 2 fantasies going on at the same time, or I guess a fantasy and a sci-fi going on at the same time. I just feel so called to read this right now, and I've been wanting to for forever. So I feel like now's finally the time. And I just love this world and this story, and I just want to know. I just want the answers, basically. But also look how floppy this copy is. That is like the floppiest book I've ever seen. Maybe I should make a video of like the floppiest books I own. I think that'd be really fun. Also, I have some news, which for me it's very exciting. I don't know how much you all will care, but I will be moving rooms actually. So like right now in my room, it's pretty small. You don't really see the extent of it, obviously, but it's a pretty small room. But I'm gonna be moving to the basement, which is a bigger room. It's currently my dad's office, but that's gonna turn into my room. So I'll have to paint it and everything, and it's gonna be like a couple months until I actually move in there, because we have to move his like desk and stuff out of there and then paint it and then move my stuff in. So it's gonna be a while, but I just thought I'd mention it because I'd have like a better setup, I assume. And we also have spare bookshelves down there, so I'm gonna add a second bookshelf on here, which will make it a lot easier to have more room. But in this room currently, I don't have space for like another big bookshelf. Like I barely have enough room as it is. So I'm really excited for that. And we also went to Home Depot yesterday and got some paint samples. Which honestly, I don't know which one I like the most. I like the purple because like I feel like that's different, but I feel like also a gray or like a light blue would go with more. So out of these, let me know which one you like. Anyways, I really gotta get on reading this because I have a lot of homework to do. But I wanted to update today while I can. And the weather's supposed to be really good later this week, so maybe I can go to the park and read and do work. If it doesn't rain. Like I feel like today is so sunny and it looks so nice out, but it's 40 degrees. So that's kind of depressing. So I feel like later it's gonna be like 65 and like cloudy, which always happens. Hey guys, so I'm in a different spot. I just thought I'd try sitting over here. It's very like cramped, so I don't know how much I'll be over here. But I just thought I'd try a different location because I'm like always in front of my big bookshelf. I have a little bit of an update, not much, but I just thought I would update because today's Wednesday, middle of spring break, and it's already going so fast. Like, why? I don't get it. The weather's getting really nice. It's getting super warm out. It's gonna be like 70 today. It's definitely just like fake spring again, but I'm excited for it because I love the warm weather. So I can't remember what I said last time I updated, but I'm 76% through Ariadne, which is, I believe, chapter 27, which is page 227. Hopefully I can listen to some of this in the car today and maybe even finish it. That'd be amazing. And then I made a little bit more progress in Iron Widow. I'm on page 161, which is chapter 19, so about halfway through. And my thoughts haven't really changed. I'm still liking it. It's just I can't see where this is going. Like, so much has already happened in the first chunk of this, in the first half of this, that I am like, what else is gonna happen? Like, it feels like the big two events that happen at the beginning of this book should have been fleshed out more and been a different book, because I would have liked to see some of the training that she goes through like more extensively, just to see how like the chrysalises work and just kind of like how the power works. Like I kind of get it, but it's not really explained in detail in a way that I really like picture it in my mind. Like to me it's just like, oh, they have this power and they're going boom boom boom. Like I want to see how it works and like how their mental state and like the dynamics and everything. I just want more of it. And it feels like the events like that she was leading up to happened so fast that I was kind of disappointed, because like, oh, it's already over. Like what else is gonna happen? It's not that everything else that has happened is bad, it's just I wasn't advertised that, and that's fine, but I just am like, I don't know how much I care. So I'm definitely gonna finish this. I'm definitely gonna continue. That's not me saying I'm gonna DNF this, but I kind of lowered my rating in my mind. I did think I would end up giving this like a 4.5, maybe even 5 stars if it blew me out of the water. But right now it's sitting at about like 3, because I really love the story and I like the character and like the elements that it has, but so far the execution is just not what I thought it would be. I don't know how much more reading I'll be doing today because I'm going to see Dune 2 with my dad, and that's like nearly a 3-hour movie, so I'm gonna be in there for a while, but I'm so pumped for that. I'm so excited. I think it's gonna be amazing. Once I'm back, I'll give you a little spoiler-free review, because I'm sure I will want to talk all about it. And then after that, I'm going to my boyfriend's house, but I have some pit stops to make, so I'll probably take you along there because one is at the bookstore. I'll tell you about that later. When I'm at my boyfriend's, we're probably just gonna do work together because I still have a bunch of homework to do and he needs to do his like daily stuff. But when I have like downtime, I'll read and then we'll probably get in the hot tub. So that'll be really nice because it's so nice out. And then tomorrow's probably gonna be just a mixture of homework and hanging out. As for Friday, I don't really know what I'm gonna do yet. Probably go to the gym with him again and homework. It just depends on how much I can get done, honestly. And I hate just saying homework and not giving you any like information and like making it so boring, but genuinely that's all I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna go do some work before I have to leave to go see Dune, but I'll update you later today. So bye. Hey guys, it's been a bit, but I'm back from seeing Dune Part 2. It was so good. I already want to go see it again, and it really makes me want to start the book like super badly right now, but I know I shouldn't, and I should hold off until I finish one. But my patience is growing thin. I'm just so eager to just pick it up and I want to know everything. And I'm just so fascinated by the story. I think the movie was done really well. Obviously it's like the second part to the story of like just the first book, so the beginning I think was a little bit slow, but I'm so intrigued by it. It was so good, and the acting was great, the soundtrack was great, cinematography was great. It was just, I really enjoyed it, and I'm gonna drag my boyfriend to go see it with me again. So still having to read this for school. I'm about like nearly halfway through ish. It's just the chapters are like 30 or 40 pages long, so it's just really slow. I have to go run some errands in a bit, and I'm actually going to pick up a book I'm really excited for from Barnes & Noble because I've been looking for it for ages and I can never find it in the bookstore. Like any time I go, I can never see it, and the only place I see it is on Amazon, but I don't really want to buy it on Amazon if I can help it. So I looked it up and it was at Barnes & Noble, just like a different location than I normally go to. So I reserved it and I'm gonna go pick it up, and I shouldn't be buying more books, but this is one of my most anticipated like ever. I'm so pumped for this. I really want to read it this year, and I'm worried it'll go out of print because if I can't find it in the store, I'm worried it might get harder and harder to find it. Okay, hopefully no one's around and can see me filming this, and you can definitely see the Total Wine in the background. But I got The Bridge Kingdom by Danielle L. Jensen. I've heard a lot of people talk about this. Well, not a lot of people, but like a good amount of people. And I've always had an interest in it because it's been like one of those like new adult fantasy romances that I've heard people say is really good. It's got a cool like map on the inside, and it's also very floppy, and it feels, and like the text looks like a self-published copy. I don't mean to like generalize when I say that. I just mean like I don't really see like this texture of book I don't see in like traditionally published books. And I don't know if this is traditionally or self-published or indie published. I'm really not sure. That's why I wanted to get it when I found it, because it's not very widely accessible. So I just thought I might as well get it while I could. back with an update. It's been a little bit, so it's currently Saturday, and I was off work today, which was really nice, but I also did a whole lot of nothing, which is okay with me. But I've spent the past couple days at my boyfriend's house and doing homework, going outside since it's been nice, hanging out in the hot tub, which has been very nice, and just spending time together. But now I'm home, and sadly spring break is almost over, and I feel like I haven't done much this week. Like I thought I'd be doing a lot more reading, but I guess I underestimated how much homework I'd be actually doing. Like my mind has been like gone this whole week. It's just been in like homework world. I literally just finished listening to Ariadne by Jennifer Saint. I gave it 3 stars. It wasn't my favorite thing, but I also wasn't like bad, but I don't think it is a 4-star in my mind. I really like the story and the writing. This wasn't what I was expecting. Like I knew it wasn't going to be a very like action-packed myth story, like adventure story, because I knew it would be following more of like Ariadne's story and just her kind of dealing with what's going on and just her mindset and focusing on her, which I knew that going into, and I was okay with that. But it also felt a lot more like we were being told, like the stuff that happens with Dionysus, we were being told about that more than like her actually experiencing it. Like I felt kind of disconnected from those portions. I don't know how to explain it, and I won't spoil anything, but I just felt kind of disconnected from those sections, especially at the end. So it's not that I disliked Ariadne, but I was just kind of like, I felt disconnected from her after a while. And I also really grew to dislike Phaedra. At the beginning, I loved her character. Phaedra is Ariadne's sister. At the beginning, I loved Phaedra. She was very like different. Like you don't really see many like Greek women acting like Phaedra did, like more like outspoken and just kind of like spunky. So I really liked that she was that way. But then at the end, I just began to get so annoyed with her, and then how her story ended. I was kind of disappointed. I don't know if like that is true, like what happened, or if it's part of like the myth or whatever, but I was kind of disappointed because it felt like her character was just switch, like automatic switch. Like it made sense for her character, but I didn't like it. I do think it is a good read. I wouldn't say it's a quick read. There were many interesting themes talked about in this book that I really enjoyed. Now that we're done, we can put it back on the shelf. There we go. So now that I've finished Ariadne, I can officially move on to reading Dune, which I'm so excited. I'm so pumped to get to this. I've got my tabs ready. I don't think I'll be annotating this too heavily, but just to like help me like keep track of things and just for fun, I'm gonna annotate. So I'm super excited, but I also don't want to abandon this. I really don't want to abandon Iron Widow because I am enjoying it, but like I said in my other clip, I don't know where it's gonna go, so I'm kind of just like hesitant. It just happened. That has me intrigued, but I'm also kind of like not caring about these characters as much. Maybe it's because all I'm thinking about is Dune, but I don't know. My enjoyment of this has kind of dwindled a little bit, but I am gonna continue, and I just don't want to like neglect this to where I don't finish it, because I do want to finish it. Yeah, I don't know if I'll pick up another audiobook, just because between like these two it might be a lot, but we'll see. So I'm about to go do more homework, and I also need to get my nails done. I might go do that after I do my essay, but we can't update my reading journal, so let's do that real quick. So it's currently Monday and spring break is officially over, so I'm going to officially end this vlog here. I'm just gonna wrap up the books I read. So I ended up finishing Ariadne by Jennifer Saint. I ended up giving it a 3 stars. I wasn't disappointed by it, but it wasn't really what I expected. So 3 stars, still pretty good book. I do recommend it. It just wasn't what I thought it would be. I made it up to page 201, which is chapter 24 in Iron Widow. I know I said earlier that I was kind of like fading from this and like I wasn't really intrigued as much, but now something happened and like there's a group coming together and like there's a lot of, I guess, drama happening, you could say. So I did feel a bit more of that pull once it started happening. Just kind of the dynamics we're getting of these three characters together is really interesting and I really want to see more. But I am still waiting for like that wow factor to hit me. So I don't know what I'd actually like rate this like right now, but I do hope something more exciting happens. But I think we're gonna get to that because something was like not hinted at, but it's coming up that I'm really intrigued by. I did have plans to start Dune, but I've yet to do that. I will still have a lot of homework to do, and I did not accomplish as much as I thought I would over spring break, which is very disappointing and stressing me out a lot, but it's okay. So I do plan to start Dune maybe this week if I have the chance, but I also have to move on to the next book for one of my English classes, which I guess I can mention. Nat Turner by Kyle Baker, and it's a graphic novel, so hopefully this is easy to read and like quick and I can actually like do my homework on time. That'd be great. So that is all I have for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If this was your spring break, I hope you enjoyed it, and I just hope the weather warms up because I just had spring break and it's 32 degrees today, which was absolutely miserable. But yeah, anyways, thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one.